Ah, god damn it. Gonna get a copyright. Let's make sure this is working. Oh, yo, we got Nick and never mind. I gotta end the stream. Sorry, guys. I gotta go. Nick's here. We'll give it a couple minutes. Here, people weren't expecting a podcast, so we'll let people get caught up. What everyone have for dinner? I had nothing, so pretty hungry. How many people have I re-signed? I don't remember if it's 3 or if I'm at my limit. I'm fucked. Please be at 3. Sherm, Tart, Kittle, King. Fuck. Well, alright. Here's who I basically get to decide on who to tag. Juszczyk, Hightower, Solomon Thomas, Akello, Witherspoon. Those are the 3 I'm down to. Or I guess 4. Or no, just 3. Basically, I already drafted a DN, so Solomon Thomas is probably going to have to hit the open market, unfortunately. Hightower's going to be 31, so I don't know about that. So it might be Witherspoon, especially because, like, you think about corners. A guy who will be 26 on the open market with a 93 speed acceleration, 82 zone, 95 jumping, and he's 6'3". I don't think anyone would let him get back to me, so might just have to be Witherspoon. Italian chicken with a creamy red pepper sauce. Shit was fire. What defines Italian chicken? Like the sauce it's in, or did you cook it with like specific like Italian seasonings? Oh, my work badge is still on, so huh. My wife. Well, as long as your wife's a good cook, don't matter. mac and cheese and spaghetti. I can grill. Like, I can cook a decent amount because I have to do quite a bit of it on my own. Because I don't live with my girlfriend yet. Not until the summer when we get our apartment. But, like, because she's a phenomenal cook. She won, like, culinary and cooking competitions when she was in high school. And she was, like, the leader of their FFA, their culinary club, whatever. So, like, she's really good at it. And I learned a bit from her. But I've always been able to cook and mix shit. So, like, I was just sitting at home a couple weeks ago, and I was just like, alright, I kind of want potatoes, but I really want chicken, but I also want broccoli, asparagus, and, God, what the hell was the other thing? I don't know, so I made like a bake. I made like a cheesy chicken break, just from scratch, kind of wang like everything, just like, I'll wing it, whatever. So, and it worked out okay, so I can cook. I'm just not as good as someone like my girlfriend or someone who actually, I don't know, does it for a living. I tried to meal prep a while back too. I was like, this would be really dope. I'll buy a bunch of stuff. I'll buy like $30 worth of groceries. Then I won't have to eat out, do anything or whatnot. Did it for about 2 weeks and I'm just like, I think you could wing a pretty good frozen pizza, Nick. I think you could be alright at that. Nick, you think about it, you preheated an oven, threw a pizza in the oven, put the timer on, took it out and cut it. That's as American cooking as you can get, my friend. We'll give it another minute here. Let some people join on in again. Not going to be going through the scouting because people keep stealing my information apparently. So we ain't going to be doing that anymore. Also, do you realize how stacked the AFC is in the other league? I'm in there in the Pats, Matt is the Chiefs, Bobby's the Browns, Playa's the Chargers, Wheezy's the Raiders, Kia's the Ravens. Who else is in there? Shokan's the Jets. Like, that's just a shitty frickin' conference. We'll wait till it says... well, I guess we'll start it in a couple seconds here. Ahoy, turtle. Okay, welcome to the... I don't know what installment this is. I haven't done it in a while. I've been so crazy busy with holiday hours and the holiday season. I've just been swamped from time to the point where I didn't even know if I was going to get like a couple of league games in. But anyway, I am here. I am good. Let's get into this podcast. A lot of things to get in on. It's the midway point of the year, and I haven't done a podcast, so let's go ahead and get right into this. Yo, Play is 6-3? What? Who in the hell did he lose to? Hold on. This is like breaking news. If anyone has like a breaking news noise, that'd be really cool right now. You know what? Just for it, I'm going to go ahead and find some on YouTube and blast it. I'm going to get a copyright, I'm sure.
This is Channels Television Breaking News.
Alright, hopefully that worked. We got some breaking news here. Playa has lost 3 games. I think that's more than he's lost all cycle. To the Browns, to the Bungles, and to the Texans. Oof. And he lost a back-to-back. And he's got the Ravens. Yeah, cupcake right there. Chargers, Texans. Man. Well, shit. That's it's interesting. See, I haven't even been able to check up on like the standing. That's how busy I've been. Anyways, we'll start in the American Football Conference. The Los Angeles Chargers currently sitting atop the standings at 8-0. The Bengals are the 2 seed at 7-2. Chiefs get the wild card right now, 5th spot at 6-2. Brownies the 6th seed at 6-2. Titans the 3 seed at 6-3. And then who would win the AFC East? Is that the Jets currently leading? Yeah, the Jets at 4-4. And that'd be the Bills technically at 5-4. Nick, what are you doing, man? How is Manny leading the division? You guys, okay, right now you need to quit the league. Let someone take the Patriots, then join back. You don't deserve them right now. I'm embarrassed to be a Patriots fan. That hurts. In the NFC, the Cowboys at 7-2, the Falcons at 5-3, along with the Rams. Lions 6-3, Eagles 5-3, a bunch of 4-4 teams. I'm at 4-4, but don't you worry, guys. I'll be winning the division. Currently, I have a negative points for and points allowed. Part of that is thanks to a sim that I took against Rounder and got blown out in the sim like 46-14. So we can thank that. But scoring the most points right now is the Vikings. Wow. Allowing the lead. Oh, we'll see who's scoring the least. Panthers. Rip. Allowing the least is Mad. Most of the Saints. That'd be nice to be in the NFC South. Cakewalk division. We'll get into these stats. Haven't looked at these either. Whoa, Nick leading the league in passing. That's crazy. Jimmy G's up there. Stidham, Goff, Rodgers, Winston, Watson. Touchdowns is Newton, Jackson, Breeze, Winston, Jimmy G. Hey, Matt, how's that $140 I gave you for fantasy? Rodgers with 25 picks. Rip. Rushing. Jerick McKinnon is 4th in rushing yards, averaging almost 7 a carry. And he's hurt, but rip. Damn, I didn't know I was doing that good in the ground. Interesting. Running, like, yards per carry for the top guys is just insane. 5.5, 6.5, 6, 7, and then you get averages down here, but man, those top guys were crushing it. Who's leading in touchdowns? Geis, Henry, and Barkley. Oh, broken tackles. Not fumble. Well, we'll do fumbles. 21, 18, 17. Damn. Des Bryant leading the league in receptions. What a freaking joke. Did not have a single catch the year before. Has 50 right now. Bryce Love at 45. Check down fucking Charlie. Michael Thomas leading the league in yards. Wow. Touchdowns goes to Michael Thomas and Mike Evans at 10 apiece. Hey, my guard is not allowed a single sack. Good for him. Yeah, Mike McGlinchey's allowed 12. Rip. Defense. Clowney's got 14. Who in the fuck is this guy? 89 finesse moves. Jesus Christ. Fletcher Fox. Flellen Lurl. Harry Jews. Nice. How about picks? Yeah, 6'5", 88 speed linebacker. Figures he'd be up there in the top. Of course, we got to look at the kickers. No one cares about punting. Let's see how many kick return. 5, 4, 2, 2. Jesus Christ. And then 1 punt return. Man. Some interesting thing. Damn, Nick with that 80 passer rating. Oof. Ooh, yearly awards are up. Let's take a look at these. Cam Newton, Zeke, whoever the fuck he is. Bunch of Chargers up there. Dr. Doolittle. What a gay coach name. Johnny Kudo Uvai. Muhammad. Oh, Jimmy G, best QB. Here we go. Let's get it. Jake Fromm. Donald Burnett. Tide Pod XL. I like it. I guess we'll take a look at the coach stats. Has the most losses. Rip. Fewest wins. Tolgs. McPicks. Rip RP is 5 and 13. How about most winning seasons? Got a bunch of people with 2. How about playoff wins? 4 and 4 and 4. 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Super Bowl losses 2. Mad rip. Rip. Well, is there anything you guys wanted to see or hear before I get into some like red zone strategy shit? I'll give everyone a minute. How long before someone is suspended for hot routes? I give it an advance or 2. 2 advances. Because remember, the first violation is a warning. Dick pic. Alright, I got you, Turtle. I'll tag you. Gotta find the right one. I need to find one that makes it look smaller than it is. What do the Bears have to do to make the playoffs? Well, probably win the division, because wild cards in the NFC are tough to come by. I'll have to check NFC North. Oof. Yeah, you're probably not going to make playoffs. It's a rough one. Sorry, fam. And what fast food burger is the best? I'm stopping fast food for New Year's. I'm going to really cut down on that. I want to carve down a little bit, but Five Guys is probably my favorite. They're really, not my favorite. They're one of my favorites. Five Guys is up there. Dairy Queen, they have a really good one. Yeah, I'll go Five Guys. Because I haven't had like Shake Shack or In-N-Out Burger or where, because they don't have, I mean, they have a few in Minnesota, but they're in the Mall of America. And I don't want to drive to the Mall of America, deal with that bullshit, park, walk all the way fucking in there to the food court just to get it and then leave. And I don't want to shop around because I don't want to drop like hundreds of dollars for no goddamn reason. So I'll go Five Guys. Now, best burger, Minnesota, we're home of the Juicy Lucy. So there's some great Juicy Lucy's, and I can make a really good stuffed burger. Speaking of which, I may make one tomorrow for lunch. That sounds really good. But Nook is the best burger I've ever had. Fast food wise, Five Guys. For sure. But yeah, keep the questions in. Otherwise, we'll get right into. Yeah, we'll just start loading in. I guess I don't need to look at anything in here. Training. I got an Apple Watch for Christmas, and I'm having fun with that. Guess we can't do offense only. We'll load this in. So there was a conversation earlier today about red zone. It's in the coaching clinic. Somebody wants to scroll through it. One of the questions that was sent, where is it? If any of you football guys want to give me red zone passing tips, I'd be much obliged. I can't score touchdowns to save my life. A lot of people just said high point or run the ball. I'll show you some things that don't involve high pointing the ball that I love. So I guess we'll kind of start from like when you're at your 20, 15, 10, 5 goal line situations and just kind of talk about what I like to do. For right now, God, I don't know what I want to go with. We'll go a random play for now. We'll just have him play big nickel. From the 20. So when I'm at the 20, I'm kind of running my normal offense. So when I'm around that 25 to 15 range, I don't change a ton. I mean, I'm not going to take a deep shot, I guess, but I'm just going to kind of run base stuff to pick up that first, get inside the 5, inside the 10. So whether that's me just running some sort of outside zone, inside zone, ISO if I'm talking my runs or power, those are my base 4 plays. Sneaking a draw, that's always good in the red zone, especially if you want to just pick up some free chunk yardage early on. You know, something right here. Do I not have a draw in this formation? Jesus Christ. Alright, we'll go double stack, draw. Because a defense might be coming out. Alright, they're going to try and go pass happy. You know, let's send a kind of a heavy drop back coverage. We'll go cover 2. Here we go. Especially right here, they're giving me a 2 safety look, kind of covering out on those double stack looks there. I got a 5-man box with 2 safeties. I think I have decent numbers. You know, especially just run, see if you can pick up a few yards. That's the main thing here, is to just get yourself closer to potentially set up a scoring play. You know, it's always 20 and out. I wouldn't change anything. Now, if you're going to get, say, 15, then you might want to condense. Well, fuck it. We're going to skip 15. We'll go 10 and in now. Starting from the 10 is when I like to kind of roll my specific stuff. So when I get inside the 10, I like to go ahead and use like this bunch wide. For example. So we'll go ahead and play. WS weak side blitz 1. So right here I can see that they're in man coverage simply because they have 3 guys covered up over here with an ISO man here. Sometimes this can like a zone blitz or a cover 1. That's essentially what you're going to be thinking here. Thank you, Bobby. You want to play 2K after this? If not, that's fine. I'll go fuck myself. Anyways, something I like to do down here are screens. Now, man coverage, the screen's not going to work. We'll try it anyways. But yeah, it's man coverage. Yeah, it didn't work. But anyways, down here in the red zone, screens I like to work, especially if it's zone. If it's man, you can't do it against the screen. But say here, I got a semi-weak box. Always if you have a weak box in the red zone and you're spreading them out doing whatever, just hand the ball off. It's like right here, boom. Picked up 8 yards down to the 2-yard line. Nothing wrong with that. Now, if you're specifically talking pass... Why did I pick the wrong damn play? I like a kind of a shallow cross or something that attacks the middle of the field in 2 separate ways, with a drag and a deep in. Especially because if a user bites that drag, quickly throw it behind to the deep in. If he comes off to the deep in, we'll throw the drag. Especially with those guys. We'll just kind of run through it here for a second. Of course I get sacked. Jesus Christ. We'll keep frickin' Corey Clement in. Can you pick up the edge rusher? Well, this is very frickin' stupid. Okay. Oh, frickin' ID him. Okay, now I can do it. Here we go. Essentially what you're going to want to do is bait someone's user. When he sees that drag here, especially if you have time in the pocket, just wait. Because once that drag gets by him and he sees, you know, if I don't throw it here, this guy using the middle linebacker is then going to see this guy break open and sprint back like a moron. So just wait. Always wait for that underneath drag. Even if he gets, you know, way in the hell out here, throw it and boom, you got a quick score. We'll pick a new play. at least, we'll go same formation. Yeah, we'll go a different formation. I'll go here, because I like to spread them out in the goal line, or in the red zone. We'll have them play cover 3. So right here I have my spot concept. Now that hot routes are back, what I like to do is in this make a slant flat to the left, spot to the right. First thing I like to do with these double concepts, look at the quick slant flat. If the slant's open, I'm going to throw it every time. Then, because I got to let the slant or the spot concept develop, because I'm going to look here, read one over here, then I'm going to flip back to the other side. So right here, it's not going to be open. Nothing was open, actually. That was actually good coverage for once. So flip it. Sometimes if you want, you can keep both these slants on. I like to make one a slant flat. But anyways, you sit, it's not open. Oh, you got your running back. Throw it there, pick up a couple yards. It'd be nice if it worked. Illegal, but fuck it. We'll go another one. The screen inside. Screens are always a good one in the red zone, especially because guys are going to try and put pressure on you, do whatever. Nothing wrong with a good old-fashioned screen. Another one I like to do is an halfback angle route, something with the halfback out of the backfield. Simply because Kittle, people will run towards Kittle or my tight end down the middle, which leaves my running back open underneath in the flats, or dump down over the middle. Red zone's really when you just got to keep checking it down. Bubble screens, absolutely. Bubble screens, angles, something quick. I got that inside slant open right there. So I guess I can just keep the inside slant. I want to run the same thing against cover 2, though. We'll run it out of a different formation, though. Wide receiver sweeps as well, absolutely. We'll go full spot. Big nickel. Cover 2. We'll move us up to the 5. Same shit, though. Had to hold it there. Man, spot normally is wide open for me. Damn. Did they have a patch while I was gone? Because that linebacker never plays it that well. I just had to throw it earlier and didn't have to let him wait. That's what it was. So normally you can hit that, especially that user linebacker holding right there. You just got to low point it outside him. But that is a really tight fit. And then that guy plays off like he's supposed to. Wow, cover 2's defending that really well in the red zone. Granted, main reason is because Kittle doesn't have the depth to get over the top on his corner route to draw the corner back there. So, well. Alright, I guess that'll be the last one we do of spot. Here's one of my go-to. I'll run it maybe once a game in every other game. This double offset weak orbit bubble. We'll run sky press. I really just like those screens inside the 20. Like right there, if you're not defending it perfectly, it's there. I'll run it 4 or 5 more times. I'm probably going to score on all of them. I might not score on one, because I'll get some shitty block shed animation. We'll run it 3 more times. We'll do best of 5. See how many times I score. 3 for 3 so far. Four for 4. 5 for 5. So that's always a good one inside the red zone. Now, one thing I like to run off of that is if I've run it a few times, and there are some guys when they do it, because for me, if I have something motion like that in my playbook, I need the opposite. So now we'll just flip it the other way. We'll just run nickel, hard flat. Now I have the inside zone off that. So if the guy users with his linebacker way out there, it'd be great if I didn't get a shitty block shed. There we go. When in doubt, just run the ball. You know, down in the red zone, it doesn't hurt, especially a lot of guys, especially if you run out in like 11 personnel. Don't be afraid to run 11 inside the 20, you know, lighter packages, and just hand the ball off. Make a guy come out in nickel and make him regret that decision, you know. Or if he comes out in a really heavy package, make him pay. You know, as Nick said, bubble screens. I don't have a ton of bubble screens just because I don't like how a lot of them work. I got one right here, though. Now, you can't do it against man coverage. Let's go cover 3 cloud.
Here we go. 180!
So right here, Gordon, you have two on two blockers against 2 defenders. Then you have a safety or a user linebacker who's got to chase down on him. And that's just money. He's not getting there. I'll run this 2 more times, and I'm probably going to score both of them, unless I get a block shed. Just because it's the numbers, you know. You got to go where the number advantage is in the red zone. Run it one more. Don't be afraid to dive. You know, if you're in traffic, don't. But if there's a little bit of space in there, don't be afraid to dive. One that I like as well is stick, especially if you have this concept right here where you have a lot of trips, and then you have only 2 defenders over and they're playing zone. Especially when he... Oops, wrong button. Sorry. Oh, that wasn't open either. Oh, it was right at the last second. Damn. Man, none of my usual concepts are open. It's a little depressing. I'm going to have to change up my red zone. Another one that I want to show specifically rounder is my shallow cross theory. As to why I like it. We'll go doubles offset weak, shallow cross. This one will have someone come out in a heavier package. Everyone loves that cover 2 invert down inside the red zone. We'll have Clement block. Gordon will go up there on a normal. Damn, Tart made a play. Should have high pointed that anyways. But, like I said, you really, in the back of the end zone, you gotta high point them. And hope that your guy can just make a play. And hang on to it in contact. As I'll throw this a couple times, especially against that cover 2 there. You know, and Kittle, of course, contact drop. There we go, Kittle. But that, if you're trying to throw anything in the back of the end zone and you're not high pointing it, chances are you're going to get it picked off. Especially if there's a user linebacker there. If there's a user linebacker there, he's going to cover that deep in. And so if that's the case, you just got to throw that drag and hope to God your guy gets some solid work in. Now, if you're on the 1, there's a couple, you know, if you're on the 1, I'd rather be on the 1 than on the 5. And that's just me. Because when I'm on the 1, I got a lot of fun things I can do. One of my go-tos is I got a little RPO. So we'll go $man. So if they're coming out in something like this, you know what? Nah, they're probably not going to... A smart user's not going to play too high safety in that situation. We'll quickly switch it up. We'll go hard flat. If they come out in something like this, where they're giving you a weak-ish box, because I'll spread them out here on the 1 yard line every time. Or I have a couple options right now. If I want, I mean, it's not really a weak box because they got a sixth guy down here. Normally, I should probably be checking to Corey Clement on my bubble screen, which if I can do that if I want, but the hard flat's going to screw it up. See, I wouldn't know that was a hard flat. That's what I'd probably check to. But in this case right here, I'm going to go ahead and, run my quarterback draw. It's the one play I'll have called. Some guys, especially with Jimmy, they don't expect it. Just take it, boom, dive on in, hope you get it. That's always a solid choice. Gotta read and hope your center doesn't get a goddamn shitty block shed animation. Yeah, he's just getting over fucking powered by Buckner. For the love of God. Can you hold your block? I'm gonna get Jimmy killed here in practice. Jesus.
Here we go. Black 80!
Okay, we're just not gonna run hard flat. We're just not gonna run hard flat. We'll go ahead and run draw. We'll go normal cover 3.
Here we go.
So right here is perfect. I got a 5-man box. Everyone's covered up. Whether you think it's man or cover 3, whatever. Cover 1 or cover 3. You got a decent box. Go ahead and run the quarterback draw. There it is. It was a goddamn hard flat. Take it. Now, if you see them coming down and there's a guy open, then you can go ahead and check out. So in this case, say I don't like what I'm seeing in the box. He's using that safety, brings him down. I don't like the look. Then I have my check if I want to just a quick slant. I can do a slant flat right there. Hope to God my guy gets open in the back of the end zone off a high point. Hope he gets a toe tap catch.
Here we go. Like 20!
49ers are liberal. You realize this is a Madden podcast, right? This ain't no goddamn political shit. I don't think anyone cares about podcasts here in a franchise league. Otherwise, if you want to go from the 1 and you don't want to spread them out, because you're lame and hate the spread, can always go old-fashioned boot concept. Especially the user, they'll see. Oh, come on. God damn it, Jimmy. I just kind of like the boot over action. I have the dump off. Sometimes, especially in the red zone, you can check that guy to a fade. It's what you're going to have to hope to hit, is that crosser in the back of the end zone. Especially if it's cover 2. Yeah, you're going to have to hit one of those two guys. But when you're on the 1, Kaepernick deported. No one likes Kaepernick here either.
21,
Like,
21.
I don't know your guys' purpose of joining a Madden 32 user franchise podcast, but congratulations.
Go, go.
You can always just run it inside the 1 as well. If you're inside the 3, yeah, probably just run the ball. Chances of you making some bad read or a linebacker doing some God mode bullshit, yeah, just hand the ball off. When in doubt, just hand it out, Emmett. Emmett and I, when we play our games, he always tells me that if I were to just run the ball 3 times and punt, chances are I'd beat him because of how dumb he is on offense. And so his motto that, doing that, I tried it one game, yeah, still didn't work. I still can't beat Emmett, but his thing is take the point, stupid. So it's kind of the motto I'm living by. Take the points in the red zone, run the ball. If it doesn't work, kick the field goal. Unless you need the damn touchdown because it's a fourth quarter tight situation or whatever. Yeah, then go ahead and do it. So you can always try something like, oh, son of a, god damn it, Jimmy. Tom Brady wouldn't have fumbled that. He would have ran it in. Because you can even do this. Just keep going and throw. For the love of God, Jimmy. Come on there, Jimbo. So you got to wait for him to get out there and then throw it. You can do that as well. Maybe my problem is I didn't have him finish his boot animation. That always works. Jimmy got Culpepper hands. Yeah, he does. Jimmy been struggling this year a little bit. I'm not happy with it. But anyways, fellers, it's the end of the surprise podcast. I'm gonna go play some Rainbow Six Siege. Oh no, I'm playing 2K with Bobby. Never mind. Doing that. See you guys.